Why most people die before age 85 to 6 proven ways to avoid early death after 60. The average human lifespan has improved significantly compared to a few decades ago, thanks to advancements in medicine, nutrition, and living conditions. However, a concerning reality remains. Most people still don't make it past the age of 85. Yet in theory, humans are entirely capable of living healthily into their 90s or even reaching 100 if they know how to take care of themselves. So, what is silently dragging our lifespan down? And what should people over 60 do to avoid becoming part of that statistic? Early death isn't just the result of illness. It's often the sum of daily habits, poor choices, and sometimes a lack of understanding about one's own body. Some people feel perfectly healthy until one morning they simply don't wake up. Others seem to have only a mild flu, but a few weeks later they end up in a hospital bed. These sudden and unexpected deaths shock families and leave behind painful unanswered questions. One of the main reasons many people don't live long is complacency. After 60, many assume that physical decline is natural and unavoidable, so they stop caring for their health. They become sedentary, eat based on cravings instead of nutritional needs, and rarely go for checkups. Some have chronic illnesses like diabetes, high blood pressure, or heart disease, but neglect to manage them properly, leading to serious complications. In addition, psychological stress is a silent killer. Older adults often face loneliness, loss, abandonment, or financial pressure. Negative emotions don't just affect mental well-being. They also impact the immune system, hormones, and cardiovascular health. A lonely heart can become weaker than any medical condition. Your environment and sleep quality also play a vital role in longevity. Living in a space filled with pollution, noise, or lacking natural light can drain your energy, raise stress levels, and weaken your immune defenses. Fragmented sleep, especially waking up consistently at 3 a.m., is a red flag for potential stroke or cognitive decline. But here's the good news. Early death is largely preventable. Scientific studies from the US, Japan, and Europe have shown that people who live into their 90s or 100s don't necessarily have good genes. Instead, they share certain daily habits that help their bodies resist aging and disease. First and foremost, treat daily movement as medicine. You don't need to run or lift weights. Just a 30-minute morning walk or light housework can significantly improve cardiovascular, respiratory, joint, and nervous system function. Research shows that seniors who stay active have a 40% lower risk of premature death compared to those who are sedentary. Second, follow a plant-rich diet with minimal processed food and limited red meat. Meals filled with leafy greens, beans, fatty fish, fresh fruit, and nuts reduce internal inflammation, a major trigger of aging and cancer. You don't need to overeat or rely on endless supplements. Just choosing the right natural foods builds a strong foundation for long-term health. Sleep quality is another non-negotiable factor. Deep, uninterrupted sleep allows the body to heal. Older adults often sleep less, but fragmented rest deprives the brain and body of essential repair time. Instead of relying on sleeping pills, create a quiet, cool sleep environment and stick to a consistent bedtime routine to naturally boost sleep quality. Social connection and emotional positivity act as invisible yet powerful medicine for the elderly. Long-lived individuals often have close friendships, loving families, or at least a circle that shares similar interests. They aren't isolated. A hug, a meaningful chat, or small acts of care can lower stress hormones and improve heart health. It's also crucial to proactively manage chronic conditions. Taking medication regularly, monitoring blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol, and attending regular checkups can prevent dangerous complications. Many wait until symptoms worsen, but disease often develops silently over years without warning. Finally, don't underestimate the power of spirituality or purpose. Feeling valued, having faith, and believing your life still has meaning can sustain vitality and mental strength. People who meditate, pray, or engage in charitable acts tend to have stronger immune systems and are less prone to depression. A long life isn't the result of luck or miracles. It's the outcome of intentional daily choices. After 60, every action, every meal, And every thought can influence how long and how well you live. Don't wait for a doctor's diagnosis to start changing. The opportunity to live a long, fulfilling life doesn't belong to procrastinators. In places where people commonly live healthy lives beyond the age of 90, known as blue zones, such as Okinawa, Japan, Sardinia, Italy, Nicoya, Costa Rica, Ikaria, Greece, and Loma Linda, USA, residents not only live long, but also remain healthy until the end of their lives. No one tries to fight aging in these regions. Instead, they embrace aging, adjusting their pace of life to be gentle, mindful, and deeply connected. In Okinawa, the elderly maintain extremely simple eating habits, a diet rich in vegetables, especially purple sweet potatoes and seaweed, ocean fish, green tea, tofu, and almost no processed sugar. They don't eat until full but stop when they are about 80% full, the principle of hara hachibu. They often tend gardens, practice qigong, care for their grandchildren, and most importantly, belong to a moai, a lifelong group of close friends who support each other through all of life's phases. In Sardinia, locals still hike long distances daily even into their 80s and 90s, largely due to the mountainous terrain. They eat simple, natural foods, drink light red wine daily, maintain strong family bonds, and deeply respect their elders in the community. In Loma Linda, home to a community of Seventh-day Adventists, people follow a vegetarian diet, avoid alcohol and tobacco, spend time in prayer and meditation, and lead slow-paced, intentional lives. They get adequate sleep and maintain a spirit of gratitude, something modern science now confirms as a factor that extends lifespan. All those who live long lives in these blue zones share one crucial trait. They are not obsessed with aging. Instead, they see it as a natural, valuable, and meaningful phase of life. They don't try to cling to youthful appearances, nor do they withdraw from life when their bodies slow down. They maintain a sense of purpose, whether it's tending a garden, chatting with neighbors, or helping their grandchildren learn to read. So, what can you do to live a long and meaningful life after 60? Start with the smallest things you can control each day. Choose healthy foods, less sugar, less salt, less oil. Go outside every morning, breathe in fresh air, and walk for 20 minutes. Don't let sadness linger too long. Call an old friend. Stop trying to please everyone. Choose simplicity and let go. If something hurts or feels off, go get it checked instead of waiting. And most importantly, don't let old age make you invisible. Talk, laugh, love, because those are more powerful than any vitamins or supplements. Life is not measured by the number of breaths you take, but by the moments that take your breath away. If after age 60, you can still walk, cook your own meals, call a friend, read a good book, or listen to birds at dawn, you are living a life far more precious than many younger people ever realize. No one can predict exactly how long they will live, but you can absolutely decide the quality of the years you have left. Most people don't die simply because they're old. They die because of harmful habits, a loss of hope, or giving up too soon. Living to 85 isn't an impossible dream, but it doesn't come from luck. It comes from your choices, made every single day. Choose to live healthily. Choose to love yourself. Choose to stay connected. Choose to nourish joy. And then you'll realize, aging isn't something to fear if you live with meaning.